If you died today, would you be proud of the life you're living? Let that question sit with you, not your job title, not your salary. I'm talking about the way you live, your energy, your habits, your choices. Would you be proud of how you treat people? Would you be proud of how you chase your dreams? Would the younger version of you smile and say, "Yeah, that's the person I always wanted to become"? If the answer is even slightly no, then this video isn't just for you. It's about you. Because today we're not talking about how to get rich, go viral, or live a picture-perfect life. We're talking about how to build an inspiring life. The kind that wakes you up with purpose, fills you with fire, and makes people silently think, "Damn, I want to live like that." This isn't a speech, it's a challenge. Are you ready to become the most powerful version of yourself? Let's begin. We live in the age of show and scroll. Everyone's life looks perfect, but behind the screens, most people feel empty. We see luxury. We don't see purpose. We see smiles. We don't see anxiety. We see hustle. But where's the meaning? See, an inspiring lifestyle isn't about what you show people. It's about what you wake up for. It's about your values, your decisions, your discipline, your joy, even on the hard days. This video is going to break down exactly what makes a lifestyle inspiring, not just for others, but for you. We'll talk about what keeps most people stuck, what inspiring people do differently, how to build your own lifestyle from the ground up, and how to stay on fire even when life hits hard. But I'm not just going to talk, I'm going to challenge you. So get ready to reflect, to pause, to question everything. This might just be the most important video you've ever watched.
Chapter 1. The Trap of the Default Life.
Let's be honest. Most people are not living, they're surviving. Wake up, check phone, rush to work, complain, scroll, sleep, repeat. No passion, no vision, no direction, just noise. It's what I call the default life, and it's a silent trap. Society sells us a script. Go to school, get a job, get promoted, get married, get a house, get tired, get old. Then maybe, finally, live? But what if I told you this entire script is optional? Ask yourself, am I living a life I chose or one that was handed to me? That's the first step to building an inspiring lifestyle. Question the default. Because here's the truth, inspiring lives aren't born, they're built. And they start with rejection, rejecting the numb routine, rejecting the idea that you have to settle, rejecting the fear that says, you're too late. You know what's scarier than failing? Waking up 40 years from now and realizing you never tried. The world is full of people who look alive but feel dead inside. Why? Because they gave up control. They traded curiosity for comfort. They traded dreams for doubt. They let society hand them a life, and they signed the contract without reading it. But not you, not anymore. Let me ask you this. What would your life look like if you designed it from scratch? What time would you wake up? What kind of work would you do? Who would you surround yourself with? What would your days feel like? If you can answer that, even roughly, you're already miles ahead of most people. Because most people never even ask. Here's what keeps people locked in average. 1, fear of judgment. What will people think? 2, comfort addiction. It's not that bad. 3, perfection paralysis. I don't know where to start. 4, waiting for the right time. Maybe next month. Let me be brutally honest. People are going to judge you no matter what. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. The right time is a myth. And starting messy is better than staying stuck. If you wait for perfect clarity, you'll wait forever. So here's your first challenge. Right now. Grab a notebook or open your notes app. Answer this. What are 3 things in my current life that don't inspire me? Now write, what's one small action I can take this week to change each one? Hate your job? Start applying. Feel lazy? Set a 6 a.m. alarm. Scrolling too much? Delete one app. You don't need to flip your life upside down overnight. You just need to prove to yourself that you're in control. Because the moment you believe that, even a little, you've already escaped the trap.
Chapter 2. What inspiring people do differently.
Ever wonder what makes someone stand out in a world where everyone is trying to fit in? It's not just talent, it's not luck. It's definitely not privilege. It's something deeper, something internal, something you can build starting today. Let's break it down. 1. They live with intention. Every inspiring person you know, from athletes to artists to entrepreneurs, doesn't accidentally end up there. They don't drift through life, they drive through it. With purpose, with clarity, with direction. They wake up knowing what they stand for. They don't just ask, what do I want? They ask, who am I becoming? What legacy am I building? What do I refuse to settle for? Right now, speak this out loud. I will no longer move through life on autopilot. From today, I live with intention. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need a decision. And that decision changes everything. 2. They take action before they're ready. Here's the myth. I'll start when I feel confident. Here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from action. Inspiring people do scary things while still scared. They take imperfect steps. They fall. They learn. They get back up. They know progress beats perfection every single time. Let this sink in. If it's not a little uncomfortable, you're not growing. They say, I don't have all the answers, but I'll figure it out. That mindset alone, that's what separates the inspired from the inactive. 3. They master their time. You've heard it before. We all have 24 hours a day, but inspiring people treat time like gold. They say no more than they say yes. They plan their mornings like warriors preparing for battle. They don't binge 10 hours of Netflix and wonder where their dreams went. They understand that wasted time is wasted life. Write down exactly how you spent your last 24 hours. Now ask, did my time reflect the life I want or the one I'm settling for? If the answer stings a little, good. That sting is awareness, and awareness is the first step toward freedom. 4. They embrace pain on purpose. You know what makes someone truly unstoppable? They don't run from discomfort. They walk straight into it. Inspiring people choose the pain of discipline over the pain of regret, the pain of failure over the comfort of never trying, the pain of change over the stagnation of routine. David Goggins once said, be uncommon among uncommon people. That doesn't start with genetics. It starts with your choices, especially when it's hard. Because if you only do what's easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what's hard, your life becomes legendary.
Chapter 3. Redesigning your life from the ground up.
Now that we've exposed the trap and learned what the greats do differently, let's talk about how you build an inspiring lifestyle, brick by brick. Step 1. Define your core values. Before you build a life that inspires others, you must know what inspires you. Ask yourself, what do I believe in? What kind of person do I want to be remembered as? What behaviors do I want to live by, no matter what? Write down 3 to 5 core values, things like integrity, discipline, generosity, growth, faith, creativity, freedom. These become your compass, your filter, your personal North Star. Every choice you make should align with these values, because success without values isn't inspiring, it's empty. Step 2, create daily non-negotiables. Big lives are built from small routines, and inspiring people have what I call non-negotiables, habits they do every single day, no matter what. Examples: 5 a.m. wake up plus cold shower, 30 minutes of reading, 1 hour of deep work, 10-minute walk in silence, journaling or gratitude before bed. These small disciplines don't just boost productivity, they build identity. You're not just doing them, you're becoming the person who does them. So write yours down. What 3 habits will you do daily, starting tomorrow without excuses? Step 3, set a 90-day mission. Forget 5-year plans. Let's zoom in. What's one bold, meaningful goal you can attack for the next 90 days? Start a side hustle. Lose 15 pounds and wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Launch your podcast. Read 12 books. Quit social media. Make it specific. Make it measurable. Make it challenging. Then commit. Not just casually, publicly. Post it. Tell a friend. Write it on your mirror. Burn the backup plan. Because inspiring people don't try, they decide. Step 4. Design your environment for success. Willpower fades. Environments win. Want to eat clean? Remove junk from your kitchen? Want to stay focused? Turn your phone off during work. Want to grow? Surround yourself with people who are already growing. Ask yourself, is my environment helping me evolve or keeping me stuck? Inspiring lifestyles are built in intelligent systems, not chaotic ones. Clean your space, control your inputs, guard your circle. Step 5. Talk to yourself like someone you love. Let's be real. You can't build a powerful lifestyle with a toxic inner voice. Inspiring people are not perfect, but they treat themselves with respect. They say, I'm proud of my progress. I can handle this. I'm becoming who I was meant to be. So from today, banish the self-hate, the guilt, the constant not enough, and replace it with power, with belief, with self-leadership. You don't need anyone's permission to start. You only need to speak to yourself like you matter, because you do.
Chapter 4. Money, Passion, and Purpose.
Let's talk about 3 of the most powerful forces in your life: money, passion, and purpose. Everyone wants them. Few know how to align them. Even fewer use them to create an inspiring life. But those who do, they don't just survive, they lead.
1. Money, the freedom multiplier.
Let's get this straight. Money isn't evil. It's not just paper. It's power. It's leverage. It's freedom. Inspiring people don't worship money. They use it. They earn it ethically, intelligently, and strategically to buy back their time, to support their families, to fund causes they care about, and to build dreams that matter. They don't say, I can't afford that. They say, how can I create the value that earns this? And here's the truth you've got to hear. If you're always trading hours for dollars, you'll never own your life. The goal is not just a paycheck, it's ownership, assets, skills, equity, income that works even when you don't. So start building that. Learn, invest, create. Ask yourself, what can I build or offer that gives others value, even while I sleep? Because when money works for you, you're finally free to focus on your purpose.
2. Passion, the fire that fuels you.
Passion isn't a buzzword. It's the spark that keeps you alive. But it's not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's a quiet voice whispering, this matters. Inspiring people protect their passion. They feed it. They build lives that include the things they love, not just what pays. But passion without skill, that's just fantasy. So they sharpen it. They study. They practice. They earn the right to live it full-time. If you feel like you've lost your passion, try this. Revisit what made you come alive as a kid. Remove distractions and give your mind space to breathe. Start small, but stay consistent. You'll find it again. Because that thing inside you, that creative fire, it's not dead. It's just waiting for your attention.
3. Purpose, the mission that moves you.
Purpose is deeper than passion. Passion is what excites you. Purpose is what drives you. Inspiring lifestyles are built around service, impact, and meaning. Not just success, not just likes, not just bank accounts. Ask yourself, what problem in the world bothers me so much that I can't ignore it anymore? Maybe it's poverty, education, mental health, article spiritual growth. Whatever it is, pursue it, build around it, speak about it. Because once you're living your purpose, you stop begging the world for energy. You become the one who gives it.
Aligning all 3.
Here's the secret formula. Passion, purpose, and profit gives inspiring lifestyle. That's what we're building here. Not just hype or hustle, but a life that's deeply aligned, impactful, and free. So start asking the big questions. Because inspiring people don't just chase goals, they chase meaning.
Chapter 5. Overcoming setbacks like a warrior.
Let's be honest, even with the vision, even with the plan, even with the fire, life will punch you in the face. You'll fail, you'll doubt, you'll lose people, you'll lose hope. So what separates the inspired from the broken? One word: resilience.
1. They expect the storm.
Inspiring people don't get caught off guard by pain. They know storms are part of the path. So when one hits, they don't ask, "Why me?" They ask, what is this teaching me? How can I grow through this? How do I turn this pain into power? They don't deny reality, they dominate it. So when life hits, hit back.
2. They reframe everything.
Every setback is a story in disguise, and inspiring people are expert storytellers. A breakup, a lesson in self-worth, a job loss, a push toward passion, a failure, a redirection toward something greater. They use failure as fuel. They turn wounds into wisdom. They turn rejection into redirection. You're not a victim of your past. You're the author of what comes next. Start rewriting your narrative today.
3. They build mental armor.
Resilient people train their minds like athletes train their bodies. They meditate. They journal. They read powerful books. They monitor their self-talk. They practice gratitude, even in hell. They know life won't always be kind, so they choose to be strong. And not just for themselves, but for the people counting on them. You're stronger than you think. But strength isn't something you wait for. It's something you build. One representative, one journal entry, one hard decision at a time.
4. They ask for help, without shame.
Real warriors don't fight alone. They find mentors, they build tribes, they ask questions, they share struggles. They don't see asking for help as weakness, they see it as wisdom. So if you're in a dark season, speak up. Let this be your sign that you're not supposed to do this all alone.
5. They never forget the vision.
Above all else, inspiring people don't quit on their vision. When they fall, they rise, and when they cry, they wipe their face and keep going. When it's lonely, they remind themselves, I wasn't made for average, I was made to lead. They stay loyal to the dream, even when the dream feels far, because they know discomfort is temporary, but regret, that lasts forever.
Chapter 6. Becoming the person you admire.
Now we're here, the final stretch. You've heard the principles, you've seen the path, but none of it matters if you don't become the kind of person who can live it. Because here's the truth no one wants to say, your lifestyle is a reflection of your identity, not your income, not your goals, your identity. You don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your systems, habits, and self-image.
1. Identity shifts everything.
Ask yourself, who do you think you are right now? What are the rules you've unknowingly created about your worth? What kind of life do you believe you deserve? Because here's a powerful truth. The person you are now is not the person you need to be to live your dream life. And that's okay, but it means something must evolve. Your beliefs, your habits, your standards. You can't just act like the best version of yourself when it's convenient. You have to embody it, even when it's hard, especially then.
2. Start acting as if.
Start acting as if you are already the person you dream of becoming. How would they speak? How would they spend their mornings? What would they say no to? What would they commit to, even on the hard days? This isn't fake, it's alignment. Inspiring people rehearse their future every day. Until it's no longer rehearsal, it's reality.
3. Create identity-based habits.
Most people fail at changing their life because they try to change goals, not identity. Don't just say, I want to read more. Say, I'm a reader. Don't just say, I want to work out. Say, I'm the kind of person who honors their body. Build habits that prove that identity day after day. Because every small win adds weight to who you believe you are. And once your identity shifts, your lifestyle follows automatically.
4. Surround yourself with mirrors.
The people around you are mirrors of your standards. If you want to live an inspiring life, you cannot surround yourself with people who make excuses for staying average. Find mentors who challenge you, peers who push you, environments that elevate you, because your standards rise or fall based on the room you're in. Pause this video right now and ask yourself, who in my life inspires me to level up, and who drains me? Be honest, then act on it.
5. Define your code.
Inspiring people live by a personal code, not just external goals, but internal values, a compass they never compromise. Examples: I show up on time, I do hard things first, I speak the truth even when it's uncomfortable, I always leave people better than I found them. What's your code? Write it, live it, die by it, because a powerful life begins with powerful principles.
Final chapter, your next move.
You spent nearly an hour with me. That means something. It means you're not like most people. You stayed, you listened, you reflected, and now it's time to decide. This video wasn't entertainment, it was a mirror. And the reflection you saw, that's your future self calling you. So here's what I want from you next.
Step 1. Choose one thing and commit.
Don't try to change 10 things. Choose one, the most important, and go all in. Maybe it's building a morning routine. Maybe it's leaving a toxic environment. Maybe it's launching that business. Maybe it's changing your circle. Maybe it's healing your body or mind. Whatever it is, start now.
Step 2. Write it down.
Write this sentence somewhere visible. I'm becoming the kind of person who lives an inspiring life every single day. Stick it to your mirror, your wall, your laptop. Say it out loud until it feels real. Because what you repeat, you believe. And what you believe, you build.
Step 3. Don't do this alone.
Inspiring people don't isolate themselves. They find a tribe. So here's what I want you to do. Comment below with your name and the one change you're making starting today. Let this be your first public step. Why? Because once you say it out loud, you own it. And who knows? Someone reading your comment might be the person who walks with you on this journey. If this video woke something up in you, don't just like it. Don't just move on to the next piece of content.
Do something. Subscribe to this channel. Join our movement of driven humans who refuse to live on autopilot. And share this with one friend who needs a wake-up call today.
Let's start a ripple. Because we're not just here to exist, we're here to lead. We're here to live fully, love deeply, build boldly, and rise unapologetically. This is the Hustle Hub, and your life is your message. Make it inspiring.